Book.
You covered! You covered 12! Covered!
Follow the show on Twitter at Boston versus the Book.
How do you like them apples?
Bringing you the best insight on sports betting news, Matt and Dave's daily picks, and an entertaining and unfiltered dive into the sports betting industry. Here's Dave Sharapan and Matt Perrault.
And here we go.
What is up, Brigade? How are you on a Tuesday? It is the Bostonian versus the Book. Dave Sharapan, the Book. Matt Perrault, the Bostonian. We are live on YouTube and live on Twitter at Boston versus the Book for both of those. Replay on Sports Grid. You night owls, how are you? Lots of good things. We're going to bounce around today, Dave, with a lot of funny topics. We're not going to stay just in the sports betting realm. We got a couple of fun things we're going to bring up. But how are you on this Philadelphia morning?
Speaking of fun things here, let's Oh! I don't want to get copyright violation.
Such a bad song.
Oh, it's tremendous.
It's so...
Oh, my goodness. 76ers. Listen, gave you a little bit of a break.
Corny. It might be good.
Lost.
Oh, no. I bet the Sixers last night. I told you. We talked about it yesterday.
Yeah,
I'm not salty at all.
We did. The line was too high.
I'm wearing it for a reason.
But
I'm not worried at all.
In the world, no way in the world could they win the game.
Oh, yes, they could.
There was a lot of.
They were 0-10. We told you the stat. Boston was 0-10 straight up when a team is missing their star player.
Crazy.
They are, and they talked about it afterwards. They confirmed it afterwards that they mentally check out. It is a mentally weak locker room. That is, there is no reason for the Boston Celtics to be the odds-on favorite to win the NBA championship. There is no reason. The books are off. The books are wrong.
Books are wrong.
The books are wrong. They are. The Celtics should not be the
you
odds-on favorite.
Everybody else wrong. You never admit when you're wrong. How the books
Yes, I do.
Who should be the favorite?
I say who
should be the favorite?
A Western Conference team.
Which one?
Right now, I would say Denver.
They're the third choice.
Yep, and it's wrong. Denver. I'm betting Denver today. We'll talk about it later. I'm betting Denver's winning. I think Denver's winning it all. Okay. They have home court. They have altitude. The last thing on Jokic's resume that he needs is a title. And he's got a supporting cast right now. CP3 could be out for the rest of the series. When he got hurt, the Suns' offense went down the drain. They couldn't do anything without him running the show. It was wild to watch.
No good.
I mean, Aaron Gordon's playing out of his mind right now. How about KCP last night? Threes after threes after threes. That is a dangerous basketball team. I agree with you. They're going to lose game 3, but game 4 will be the series. And if the Nuggets win it, that thing's over in 5. That is a really good basketball team. It is hungry. So I would put them as the odds-on favorite. I would put the Warriors or the Lakers number 2, Celtics number 3, Sixers 4.
Wow.
Right now. But I am not in. I love my team.
We
I
could
love the
take
Celtics.
some bets if we had a book.
Yeah, I love the Celtics.
I mean, listen, people, if you're watching the show, 1, hit the like button. 2, hit the subscribe button. 3, if you want to hire us consultants, that's fine. Sports B, Cake, and Sig. He's at Sports
You
Talk
can
Matt.
do that. You don't want to
The
hire
show
me.
is at Boston versus the Book. No, you'd be a good opinion to have in a room, so we could sometimes tell you you're fucking crazy.
Yeah, true.
And you could remind us that we're wrong, and I think we would get to a good number.
Yeah.
That's probably not a bad idea to maybe lower Denver's number a little bit, because if you watched any of that and you've been watching, how in the hell are they going to lose that series? I don't think Phoenix going to win a game in Denver.
I agree 100%. And if CP3, if Chris Paul's out, I mean, he tweaked the groin, went right to the locker room, never came back. I mean, that's an older guard who simply can't stay healthy. And I want a ring so bad for him. I have always liked Chris Paul. Oh, I want a ring for Chris Paul so bad. I like Chris Paul
in lieu
a lot.
of the Celtics winning.
Not really in lieu of it, but I don't know. I mean, again,
they would have to beat them. He's
maybe
on the Suns.
Yeah, and I'd be happy if the Suns won the championship and beat Boston. I wouldn't be apoplectic. I wouldn't be furious if Chris Paul got a ring. Boston's going to have theirs. I mean, Brown and Tatum are going to get one at some point. How many more?
They may not even be together on a team after this season.
No, that's not true.
They're going to break them up.
No, they're not. You got to trade one of them. You're not trading one of them.
People keep talking about that.
It's dumb. It's a ridiculous comment to make. They are great together.
Wow.
Al Horford is the biggest key to those two guys working together, in my opinion. You need Smart and Horford on the team. If those guys were to be gone, then yeah, you have a big problem. But the dynamic right now between Boston's lineup, I have no problem with it. They didn't lose last night because of Brown and Tatum. They lost because of their heart. They take games off. That's how they lost to Atlanta in game 2. That's how they lost with Murray out for Atlanta in game 5 or game 6, was it? Yeah, game 6.
Can we say the Sixers won it instead of the Celtics lost it, or no?
I mean, Harden went for 45, but that's basically the only thing they had going for them. So, like, Boston just
The only thing they had going for them. Did you see the way James Harden walked into that building? Did you see
Yes.
what he was wearing?
Uh-huh.
I gotta
Outfit.
get myself one of those outfits.
You're going to wear those pants?
I don't even know how they held up. How did he hold those pants up? He looked like Cookie Monster. It was unbelievable.
The top was fine, but the pants were something
The
else.
top was fine. It was 18 sizes too big.
Well, that's the idea, I guess, to be that big. Before we get to the game, though, real quick, Dylan Brooks has been told this morning, this broke before or after I submitted the rundown to Farra. Dylan Brooks has been told by the Memphis Grizzlies, go find a new team.
Oh,
they told him, we are not even entertaining an offer. You're done. They literally kicked him off the team without kicking him off the team. So if you were curious about how Dylan Brooks's comments about LeBron James went over with management upstairs, no bueno. They were not fans of what he said about LeBron James.
But they were fans of, like, what Ja did during the season and all that stuff.
Well,
and had to take a break
they
and all
suspended
that
him. I mean, it was bad, but they suspended him. But
so
he's Ja.
Okay. So
and he has a contract that keeps him on the team longer than Brooks.
All right. That's good.
His next team is going to be fascinating where he winds up. Very interesting to see where he winds up going in the NBA. Because right now he's toxic.
Might have to start instituting these types of rules in the content space. Just run the end of your deal with wherever you're at and go, you know what? We're not re-signing you. I mean,
that happens all the time. Yes, that happens all the time. That's a media 101. That's when you get into the business that happens. Right. If it hasn't happened to you in the business, it's a surprise in terms of how it goes. All right, so Boston loses another collapse last night. I mean, I talked about it yesterday. I was really nervous what the crowd was going to be like, and they were stunned. I mean, Boston again in the fourth quarter, to why I bet Philly. They fall asleep. They were up big, coasting along. Everything is fine. And then all of a sudden, bam, the game's tied. And Harden sticks a 3, much like same shot, same place almost, that Trae Young hit in game 5 to send the series back to Atlanta. It was like, wait, what the hell just happened? Harden, they're 13-5, Dave, without Embiid this year. I mean, what do you make of that?
Nervous?
Me?
Celtics guy?
No. Play Embiid. I want Embiid back. Let's go. Put him on the floor.
You want him in?
Yeah. Put him back in. Let's get Boston's first, actually a dedicated, focused Boston Celtics team for 4 quarters. Then I'm not worried.
Whoa.
It's the same thing that I said going for the Bruins going down to Florida. I wasn't worried until they lost game 6. Then going to game 7, yep, I was worried. I won't be worried for Boston unless they lose game 2. They lose game 2, then I'll be worried. They're getting one of the games in Philadelphia. They're going to split in Philly.
Okay.
So they win game 2. They'll split in Philly. I knew it was going to be a 6 or 7 game series. So losing game 1 doesn't really stun me, but it wakes up the team, you would think. But again, this is the 3rd time this season and 2nd time in the playoffs. The Boston Celtics have said after the game that they were not mentally focused. They took them lightly.
The line just came out, just opened up.
It was
right
9
now.
yesterday.
It's 10.
It's ridiculous.
Boom.
I'll be on Philly again.
Just bet the Boston again.
Betting Philly again. I'll be all, let that thing run. Give me 10.5 again, please.
No rush to put in Embiid, I don't think. Now
I wouldn't play him.
We accomplished what we needed to accomplish, right? They're going to hear that all week. When's the game? Wednesday. Tomorrow?
Yeah. Tomorrow, yeah.
Oh, that's good. So we're on a little bit of a regular schedule. Thank you.
Then I think the first game in Philly, though, is the weekend.
Oh.
They take Thursday, Friday off, and then play Saturday, I think.
They don't play again until Sunday.
Okay, so they take that. That same thing happens. Same thing's going on with The
What the?
Warriors with the Nuggets and the Suns. They have 3 days off too.
The Nuggets and Suns play Friday.
Yeah. So if they have 3 days off, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
It's
they
not
play
even
Friday.
a long trip.
It's just how they're doing it. It's you play 1, 2.
It's for the TV. Everything's
Right,
for
exactly.
the TV.
Yep. It's
That's
1, 2, and then 3 days off. 1, 2, 3 days off. So it's just how they're doing it. But
It's hard to get into the series is when they're like that.
well, NBA finals are the worst. NBA finals are stretched out over 2 weeks for that reason.
Right,
So
yeah.
it's horrific. But
Mm.
I mean, what do you make of Boston being 0-11 straight up when the opposing team's star is not there? That is a fluky number.
Oh,
It's
I
not
don't
that
know.
fluky. It's just a weird stat that they don't, for whatever reason. I think it's got a lot to do with the coach. I think it's Missoula. I think it's the way he handles himself. The team relaxes.
I don't know. They were up. I mean, it's happened multiple times. It's like they're going and getting blown out because the
No,
other guy's not playing. They just I don't know.
fall asleep.
Stop playing. Just don't just finish off games. Who knows? I don't know. I was watching the hockey. I didn't see 1 second of the fourth quarter.
Wow.
I was dialed into the hockey because I had under
Even when it
five
was
and a
3
half.
nothing.
Yeah, I was waiting. Well, I was waiting to see because I had under 5.5, and I was
Oh,
watching it and trying to middle it and all those other things. And I was like, "Dad, do I bet it now? No, I'll wait." So, yeah, I didn't watch the basketball. I was watching the score, and I was like, "Oh my goodness!" And then, I saw what happened.
big
All that
3.
being said, you're convinced the Celtics are winning the series,
I mean, I thought it going in. I still think it now. I'm not
right?
worried. I mean, I'm not guaranteeing it, but I'm not fretting the same way that I was with Boston. Not yet. You lose
With
game 2 at home,
the
then I'll
Bruins,
be
you mean?
yeah, sorry, with the Bruins, excuse me.
Okay.
Yes. So if you it's not the same feeling. I mean,
Mm,
the Celtics are notorious for this. This is par for the course. This is what they do. The
right.
Bruins, were beating everyone soundly and handedly. The Celtics hadn't had a season like this. I still disagree with the number. I don't think Boston should be the odds-on favorite to win it all. I don't agree with it. Embiid, here's the question.
At
Okay.
least for your sake, the Red Sox won. Like,
Yeah, we'll get to them
that
in
was
a
a
little bit.
that was a long 24 hours. Like,
No, it's okay. I'm fine. I told you, I'm fine.
well,
I'm all good.
it's
Everyone's trying to make it out like, oh, Boston's in shambles. We're good. Trust me. We're all good. What do you make of the fact that if Embiid, if let's say he doesn't play in game 2,
they didn't even move the number. The Celtics are still plus 180 or plus
Yep.
190.
Disagree with it. What do you make if Embiid sits in game 2 and they win? Is he really the MVP
Who's
if they're
they?
up
The Sixers?
Sixers? If
Okay.
if the Sixers are up 2-0
Yeah.
and they have Harden on the bench,
Okay.
is he really the MVP?
Is the votes already in?
Yeah, it's done.
So it doesn't matter what happens.
I know, but I'm just saying it's wrong. Like it's if the team plays better without the guy on the floor, they're 13-5 straight up without Embiid. They play differently. They
So
play
who's
faster,
the MVP?
looser.
Jokic.
Maybe. I mean, 3rd year in a row. I mean, it's just interesting when I watch Jokic play last night and watch how he was so great passing the basketball and how everything ran through him. And then I watch the Sixers and I'm like, damn, they're really good. They're fun. They're more up tempo. They're more free without Embiid on the floor. I'm like,
Against a team like the Celtics who don't play that in your face defense, they are.
well, I mean, by the stats, Boston's one of the best defensive teams in the league.
Well, by the stats. I mean, by the stats, they were 10-point favorites too.
True.
I
And
mean,
10-point favorites again.
Do they defend the 3?
Well,
Do they?
yeah. It is Harden just went nuclear. I mean, great offense beats great defense all the time if you're going nuts. If you're hitting shots like that, I mean, Harden, that was vintage Harden. That was Houston Harden.
I mean, obviously, he's the MVP. I think based on the regular season. Now, what happens in the postseason can affect the vote, and it's not available to bet, correct?
Oh, it should, but it won't. It drives me nuts. I personally can't stand it. I mean,
Well, somebody
stats wise,
knows if the votes are in, somebody knows who won. They're just not announcing it yet.
right until the end, right?
So they can't
Boston
leave it
is
open for bets.
Yeah, Boston's number 5 in opposing 3-point defense. They're number 7 opposing 2-point percentage. They're number 5 in opposing shooting percentage. They're number 3 in opposing effective field goal percentage. I mean, defensively, Boston is very good. Number 1 in opposing holding assists down in the NBA. Number 2 per game and per field goal attempt. I mean, defensively, sports number 1 in opposing scoring margin.
Do you think that people are going to start talking about that if that's the case? Like if they do win another game or two, or he don't play, but at all, if they
I just think it's a great question to ask. I mean, it's just one of those things where Memphis plays better without Ja. Do the Sixers play better without Embiid? He's your guy. You've locked him up long term. It's an impossible argument because he is the Sixers. But other players step up and play better, and Harden did what Harden did last night. Now, can he do it 2 games in a row? I don't know. We'll see, because the Suns defensively played way better in game 2 than they did in game 1, and they still lost.
Yeah, that game plummeted under, huh? I mean, it wasn't never even close. Winner didn't even score 100 points.
Yeah. Pace, lowest scoring first half of the season for Denver, and they still won. So that's if I'm the Suns, I'm like, uh-oh, that is not good. We played up tempo, lost. Played great defense and slow, lost.
They're fine. They're going home to win game 3. Yeah, they're fine.
Okay.
They're going to win game 3.
It comes down to game 4. Who wins game 4?
And then, I don't know. I mean,
that's the series, right?
It's
Suns
already down to 4. Phoenix is down 4. Open 4.5 or 5. It's down to 4. Phoenix.
Suns look really, really good. So you got an
0-2 Friday and Sunday.
How concerned are you about CP3 if he doesn't play in game 3? I mean, that offense looked lost when he went out.
It always does when it happens midstream.
Fair.
Right? Like if they know he's not going to play, they'll fix it between now and then. They have 3 days to do it.
It's only the 15th game with Kevin Durant on the floor. Like you start moving chess pieces around, like they don't have that 82 game season to fall back upon and be like, all right, when Chris was out, here's what we did. We moved him over to here. You know, we move guys around. They don't have that. So when you pull Chris Paul out, all of a sudden it's like Booker's like, what do I do? KD's like, what do I go? I mean, literally, I was watching Chris Paul in the first half. He was telling Kevin Durant where to go.
Yeah.
He was pointing him. He was pointing. Like, they're still learning the plays together. Like they still don't have everything completely the way it should be. Next year is going to be much different.
And it might look different, right? I mean, I guess Paul's going to come back another year, but my goodness, he's getting old. He's getting hurt. Yeah. He can't stay healthy.
But he couldn't stay healthy when he was younger, too. Remember the hamstring injury
he had? That's what started it. But I mean, when he was on the Clippers, there was a few years there where they were rolling. I mean, that's when they started to get good. He was healthy in New Orleans, but he got, he didn't have help.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is the fan base in Phoenix. I don't know. We'll ask the chat. It's Tuesday. We'll ask the chat a lot of questions today. Who's going to win that series right now? And in how many games? Put it in Denver in 5, 6, or 7, or Phoenix. Your only options right now are 6 or 7, and 6 is late out the window. I don't think Phoenix
4.
You're going to win 4 straight?
4 of 5. The Suns have to win 4 of 5.
It can happen. The Devils just won 4 or 5 when they were down 2-0. That happens. It can happen.
What do you make of a bet on the Nuggets at plus 460 to win it all?
Well, we mentioned it a couple days ago when it was 850. That would have been better,
right?
But if you think Denver's going to beat Phoenix,
I do.
And the first 6 people that put something in the chat, which again, thanks guys for being here, is Denver in 5, Denver in 5, Nuggets in 7, Denver in 5, Denver in 5, Denver in 6. If you think they're going to win a series, you take them to win it all, without a doubt, plus 460.
Yeah, Jack just said they need Bridges. It's so true. Remember when the trade happened, everybody was like, man, they gave away their bench, and they did. and it's coming back to haunt them.
That's the problem.
They don't have a bench anymore. They've got Durant, but they don't have a bench.
It always takes the whole team.
Mhm.
Just in life, right? Like to really be successful, but especially in team sports. We see it all the time. The Avalanche, 2 best players on the ice all the time, and McKinnon and McCarr. They didn't win because the Kraken were a better team. You run out of steam sometimes. Sometimes you have an off night as the star. Team's got to win the game. That hasn't happened yet.
Well, that's how Murray went off in game 1 when Jokic wasn't scoring. Murray went crazy.
Right.
So, I mean, Denver did that. Denver had an off night for their star, and then bam. So, Skip Bayless said that Embiid's got a slight tear. Well, that technically is what a sprain is. So, Skip Bayless is not exactly breaking news there. When you have a sprained ligament, it is a small tear in the ligament.
Right.
So, yes, Embiid has a small tear in the LCL in his knee, which is a sprain. So, that's not shocking. But no, he won't be healthy the rest of the playoffs. He needs rest, like long-term rest. But he can play through. Guys have played through worse. So, he's a big guy.
One guy came in the chat, and it was Tyler, who said Phoenix and 7. That was it.
Man.
Everyone else has Denver.
What's the number right now to take Phoenix and 7?
Right now you can get I mean, you can just bet that it goes 7 games as plus 185.
Wow.
Series spread, you can take Phoenix plus 1.5, plus 132, plus a game and a half.
Wow, plus money on that.
Yep. And if you take Phoenix in 7 for 3, you get 5-1 right now.
Huh.
And it's 8-1.
I have
4-2.
I have 2 bets. I have a bet on the Warriors to win the West, and I have a bet on the Suns to win the West. So now I got to bet the Nuggets to win it all, because to win the West, then it's not a good enough price. So now I'm going to bet the Nuggets to win it all, and then see if they get there, and then we can hedge off that a little bit as well. But I'm really curious to see how the Suns respond if CP3 is not playing and what they look like at home.
I would say he's going to play.
Oh, you do? Oh,
well,
okay.
I didn't see it, but I would just, based on my complete zero knowledge of
groin injury. I mean, groins are never fun. I mean, it's one bad move and you're sitting down. So he may try to give it a go. I don't think he'll push it. I don't think he'll be 100%. But who really is 100% right now?
Right? Yeah, I don't.
BetSmart's a sprain doesn't have to tear. No, but BetSmart, Tyler, that's what a sprain technically is, medically wise. If you sprain something, you have a small tear in the ligament. Matters how large of a tear is it.
This is the medical portion of the show.
Just saying, that's just natural what it is. Just
hit
that's
the
what
subscribe button to the podcast. By the way, people heard the different things in the podcast. By the way, got
good
texts about cigars and different things. That was
very nice.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, guys. Nice job. You can go check that out. So, all right, tonight the Knicks are down to -5.5. It was 6.5 last night against Miami.
Went all the way up to 7 this morning. I was watching the lines. It was going up and then down, and then if they hit this middle, baby, this will be an all-timer for the rhombuses and the parallelograms. They had this thing at 5.5. Well, the speculation was that no, and it drove the number up, but they might have been faking everybody out and manipulating the screen. Okay. It's different things that happen in this space. Drove it all the way to 7, and then boom, it's down to 6 right now. I don't know if he's playing or not, but if I was betting it, I would say yes.
It's interesting because the total was 207.5.
Yep.
It got bet up to 210.
Mm-hmm.
It fell 209.
Mm-hmm.
The books opened at 207.5. The first move was to the over 208.
Mm-hmm.
What do you make of this? Because I mean, the Knicks were an
under
team.
Moving numbers. There's nothing to take from any of that.
No. The number itself, though, putting the number where they've put it at 208.
The same number as it was last time. Game fell 209.
Yes.
108, 101. It's a good number. 208's a great number. 208, 209. I would just leave it the same.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you open.
Bet under or over. It's really hard. I haven't bet it because it fell right on the number. So
right. I mean, I would
possession.
bet under, but I got to know if he's playing or not.
Yeah, I bet under in game 1, and I lost on a meaningless layup. late in the game.
It's crazy how tight these
2:07.
numbers are sometimes.
It was 2:07. Little breakaway, Matador defense, layup. Up, there we go. Killed. 6 seconds left. Got killed. 2:09.
Ridiculous.
And I was like, all right. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Like, appreciate getting kicked squarely in the, that's
right.
a donkey kick.
Donkey
groin.
kick to the nuts. Is that what,
pretty
that's
much.
what you say, right? That's it.
Golden State is getting love, and the entire fucking world is on the Lakers. Everyone is on the Lakers.
Yeah.
I can't find anyone to be on the Warriors besides me on the Warriors tonight.
I didn't even put the Warriors hat in the rotation today. I wanted to. But
Are
I
you
forgot.
also on the Lakers tonight?
No, I can't stand the Lakers.
I know you can't stand them, but we're not talking about liking or not. Betting wise, do you like the Lakers plus 4.5? Number was 4 this morning. It's up to 4.5.
Let's see, what time is it right now? 11:15 Pacific. That's 2:15 Eastern. I think the number's going up. Number's going to peak up a little bit more.
Who's moving it?
You know who moves the numbers.
Okay.
It ain't the public.
What side would the book need
Just
tonight? What side? Who would the book need tonight?
Well, there's a lot of books that will be very heavy Lakers, and they'll need Warriors. There's not going to be too many books that are going to need the Lakers. I don't think so. Not tonight. They might need them for the series.
Who is the first person to write in the chat reverse line movement?
No one will write that in our chat. Please do not do that. Reverse line movement. Everyone on the ESPN panel picked the Warriors. Jordan one-star.
That's
Doro
not
just
right.
said.
You're dead wrong. They both put the Lakers to win tonight. That's wrong. Tyler picked the Lakers. Joe picked the Lakers. You're both like, what are you doing? Don't write crap that's wrong in the chat, guys. I know for a fact. I watched both them give their picks.
No, don't.
Okay, Tyler Daily Wager, Joe Fortenbaugh Daily Wager. They're both on the Lakers tonight.
Oh God.
Okay, so that's wrong.
Well, we have some doctors in the house putting in the explanation for the
what a
the
tear
sprain.
is? Sprain
and a tear and all this other stuff. We'll have to go back. Guys, if you're listening to the show and you don't watch it live, go to the YouTube channel at Boston versus the Book, the @ symbol, and hit the subscribe button. Did you see we're up over 1,000, like on the way up, like over 1,200 now? Like every day we're getting 50 to 100 subscribers. It's pretty interesting. You can go back,
guys.
watch clips, all that other stuff. Keep telling somebody, keep doing it, because
somebody sent me last night. Someone wrote a message that they were from Plymouth, but they live in Boston now.
Plymouth, Massachusetts
now,
okay.
and they live in Boston now. And he said, "I just want to let you and Dave know that I've told at least 10 of my friends about your show." I said, "Thank you."
Oh man,
I
thank you very
that.
much.
It's very nice of you to do that. So I appreciate that. I was like, thank you. It's very nice of you. More of you could do that. That would be great. Keep on telling people, spread the word, send it to your friends in a text.
Well, that's how it's happening. And then all we need is something that says, we're going to just stay on and keep being on. And then other things are going to happen. This will be great. We just, we can't get it.
What do you make of the total? Warriors were an under machine this year at home.
Right. What were the Lakers, though?
On the road, they were an over team. Home, under, road, over.
We were on last night, and somebody said to us, I forget who it was, to Gabe and Cam and I, it might have been Coach, it was like a layup line to the hoop for the Celtics in the first half because there was no defense being played.
40 points scored in the paint, season high. 40.
Expect a similar path for the Warriors.
Disagree completely.
Oh, they're going to play defense tonight?
The Lakers will, yes.
Oh God.
I think the Warriors will beat them from the 3-point line.
Oh. I think the Lakers are thinking that as well. So that's why they're going to go in and work their way out.
So who? It's Wiggins? Who gets to the rim?
I don't know. Curry this Looney guy again, can he do it? Like he just, I don't know.
Well, he's going to have AD to deal with, though. It's a different situation. There wasn't anybody
he's
like Anthony Davis on the Kings.
Is it Draymond?
No.
I don't know. I think they take it to the basket. I think they have a lot of inside play and then work their way out.
Well, that's how they play, though. That's the Warriors' offense. They dribble,
Right.
drive, kick. That's what they do. So that's not abnormal. A layup. There was no resistance from the Sixers last night. They didn't. I mean, Tatum and Brown it was literally a layup line in the paint. Like they didn't stop them at all. They weren't kicking it. They went right to the rim and scored at will. And that's why everyone was like, okay. And then the time that they needed to play defense, the Sixers did. When it was a one possession game and you saw a drive to the basket, White tried to kick it to Brown and it was to Tatum, deflected, picked up by, I forget the player for Philly who grabbed it, but then a foul. Tatum hit him, pushed him out of bounds, and that was it. Iced it. 4-point win.
Otto says he's going to wrap his car with a BVB decal.
Wow.
For the right amount.
We'll do a lot of
right
things.
Now, the amount is zero, sir. Until we, just so you know, I'll come out of pocket for the decal if you got a guy, but can't give you nothing yet because we ain't got nothing yet. But we're going to keep working.
Yes.
That was an outstanding offer.
Appreciate
I don't know
that.
if he drives in all the right places, though, for us to get a BVB decal yet.
Sure he's in Pennsylvania, so that's good. That helps.
Yeah, he is, but he's going to some country places for these tournaments and all this other stuff. I don't know. Maybe we can work from the inside out, just like like the Warriors' offense. That wouldn't be a bad move.
Speaking of the Warriors and speaking of sponsors, we have a new segment that we're going to do every single day with you guys. It is called the Thrive and Prosper Prop of the Day, being presented by Thrive Fantasy. This is a new sponsor. Thrive Fantasy is a daily fantasy sports and esports app for player props. With Thrive, you can eliminate the countless hours of research and focus only on top-tier athletes that have the biggest impact on the game. Thrive offers users versus users prop tournaments for all major sports and even esports for users to compete to win cash prizes. I have no idea how you guys do that, by the way. I have no clue how you bet esports, but you can do it on Thrive. Thrive has a top-tier player prop availability where you guys can build an entry and win up to 20 times your money. Use the promo code BVB when you sign up today, and you will receive a 100% instant first deposit match of up to $250. Download the Thrive Fantasy app today in the Apple iStore or in the Play Store, or you can visit them at thrivefantasy.com. If you want a direct link, go to bvbshow.com, our Discord channel. Go into the sponsors tab. There's a direct link. You don't have to worry about anything. It'll take you right to Thrive Fantasy. The promo code already is entered. The BVB promo code's already entered.
Here you go.
Simple, very easy. So another reason why to be on the Discord channel, bvbshow.com. Come on in. Go into the sponsors tab. Bam. Okay. Draymond Green. Under 15.5 points in rebounds tonight against the LA Lakers. I don't think Draymond's going to do very much. I think defensively, we're going to see a really good effort out of the Lakers. This prop has gone under 9 of 15 times
in the
with
playoffs?
the line at the line of 15.5. No, the last 15 games, including playoffs, but also in the regular season.
Oh, okay.
Last 2 games against the Kings, line was 16.5 and 15.5. He had 8 and 14 in the last 2 games. Similar trend, I think. Draymond, would you bet or book Draymond Green under 15.5 points in rebounds tonight? See, I threw you a little hook shot there.
Oh, no,
you love the under
number.
And you love the unders.
That's a good number. Yeah. There's no juice on this?
Minus 110 if you were betting it, but at Thrive Fantasy, they don't do juice. So you have to parlay it together with at least 2 picks. So this is just one of the options you could use for a Thrive Fantasy tournament.
Unless I really, really like an over, I usually side with the under. So I think I would side with the under.
Overs minus 120, minus 110 at DraftKings, for instance.
Right.
If you were betting this at a sports book.
You like this?
Juice to the under. Yes, I do.
Under?
Under 15.5. Yes. Yeah. Points and rebounds. Yes.
I think so. I mean, how many points does he score?
Draymond's he's going to pass the basketball tonight. I think he's going to be a distributor of the ball. I think that's what his role will be tonight. Looney's going to go rebound. I don't think he scores very much. With LeBron and AD on the floor, I think it's going to be tough for him to get rebounds. I think the offense, he does the point forward thing tonight.
What is his point scored prop? I'm looking it up right now.
I think it's 12 and a half.
What?
His points? Hold on.
Draymond?
Well, I may be wrong about that. Maybe
Well, I
that
mean,
was
if that's points, rebounds is 15. His points got to be like 6, right? He's going to get 8 or 9 rebounds. No?
Let's
His
see.
point is 8.5. So it's
Okay.
8.5 and 6.5.
His rebound
8.5 for points is 6.5 for rebounds.
6.5
right?
rebounds.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Huh. I like it under. I mean, I don't
So-
like him to score much at all.
I agree.
Looking at it, he's got to distribute.
Mm-hmm.
And that's points rebounds. That ain't points assists. So under. Yeah.
BVBshow.com. Go to the sponsor page, direct link to Thrive Fantasy. Each and every day we'll do the Thrive Fantasy, the Thrive and Prosper prop bet.
We're going to do
of the
this
day.
every day?
Every day.
All
Every
right.
day. People have been asking for prop betting for us for a while. I know you hate them, but people like them a lot. So the audience wants it.
Do it there, right there.
People want it. People like it.
And they put in a code. This is great.
If you go to it's BVB is the code. If you download the Thrive Fantasy app and then sign up, use the code BVB. But if
use the code, please. And
if you
tell
don't want to do
everyone
that,
if
you
you
can just
don't
go
wanna
to
do
our
that, but-
Discord. It's a direct link and it's already loaded. The BVB
that's fine
is already
too.
loaded.
But some
Yeah.
people don't want the Discord or whatever.
Yes,
They want
right.
it on a phone. If you go and sign up or know someone that doesn't have Discord that wants to go and sign up at Thrive, please make sure you put in the BVB code, because that way they'll say that that's from us.
We sent you. You're part of the brigade. So welcome to Thrive
Thank you.
Fantasy. We appreciate it. We're looking forward to doing prop bets for you guys each and every day. There are some pretty cool things in there. I mean, like you guys can just do either against user to user, or you can do it against the house, if you will, and get 20x your money, depending on how you're betting and how many legs you're going to put in. So $10 bet can get you $200. So
Yeah.
it's not bad. You can pick it up. Okay. Let's go talking a little bit about this fun story. Ohio sportsbooks had to stop taking wagers on Alabama baseball due to suspicious wagering. This is a listening glasses story for sure. Ohio gambling regulators on Monday instructed the licensed sportsbooks in the state to halt betting on college baseball games involving Alabama after suspicious wagering activity was detected during the Crimson Tide's last game against LSU. The directive, an issue by the Ohio Casino Control Commission executive director and obtained by ESPN, reported by David Payne Purdom, prohibits, quote, the acceptance of any wagers on the University of Alabama baseball effective immediately. Emergency order was in response to a report from our friends at U.S. Integrity that they were monitoring it, saying that there was suspicious wagering activity involving Alabama and LSU. Do you know what happened here? Because a friend of mine actually knew what happened here.
What happened?
They changed starters.
Okay.
And everyone came in heavy on LSU.
Who won?
LSU.
Who was favored?
Well, at the time, I think it was when they had a certain number one in there for Alabama. I think Bama was a small dog or a small favorite. And then they made a late change. The books didn't react, and everyone hammered LSU. And so because everyone hammered LSU, or it leaked out who the starting pitcher was going to be, and everybody hammered LSU. LSU led Alabama 8-1 after 7 innings, held off a late rally by the Crimson Tide for an 8-6 victory. The Tigers were around a minus 245 favorite over the Tide with the game in question. A friend of mine who bets SEC baseball said, this is ridiculous. He's like, this was not suspicious. This was just people finding out who no one, like Major League Baseball, everyone reports who the starter is going to be when there's a switch. College baseball doesn't have the same type of media coverage. So you can switch out somebody pretty quickly. Different starter came in. Everybody bet LSU because they knew.
Right.
And so the red flag goes up of like, oh, it's suspicious, but it really wasn't, at least according to my friend who bets this, said it wasn't really suspicious. It was just everyone got the information before the books did.
So the first question is, and I love DP, David Purdom.
Yep.
Genuinely. like we've spent a lot of time together talking about a lot of things. He's a dear friend. The article is written. Um, there's a lot of vague spots in it, in my opinion, but
Mhm.
I don't know shit either. So the first question I would have would be, why was it just Ohio that reported it? Or why was it just suspicious in Ohio?
Um, because there's no national gaming regulator, a halt on wagering typically happens on a state by state business basis. So,
Right.
yes, your question is why just
So
Ohio?
did they halt it or did they just report it?
Well, Ohio was the one that issued the declaration that no one can take it. FanDuel decided to stop taking wagers in all states in response to it.
Just that game
Just Alabama baseball. Any game
going
involving
forward.
Alabama. In that game and going forward as of right now, yes. Precautionary measure is what they called it. Bama plays Vandy on Thursday.
If they would have won, would they have done it? That's my second question. Is it
It's
suspicious?
It's awesome, yes.
Is it suspicious
If they came
only
back,
because the
yes.
books lost?
That's my point. That's my friend's point. My friend was like, this is a whole bunch of bullshit because this is just because if Bama came back and won that game 9-8, this doesn't even get talked about. Like, this isn't even a story.
There's not even a fucking report sent out
Right.
if Alabama wins the game.
Yeah.
They go, ha, 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 everybody, all the bad guys, all the Robinsons, all the parallelograms, they all bet LSU today for some reason. We killed them today. And there's no report.
Nothing. Not even mentioned.
There's
But because
not even a mention.
they got soaked because they were slow to move the
Well,
number.
I don't even know. That's the third thing is we got to get a figure for real because it's college baseball. One,
Right.
and
Right.
I'm not bad rapping or besmirching college baseball at all.
No,
Love
but
it.
we
Big
know the
fan.
level of handle. Right.
It ain't much.
Right.
Okay. LSU, Bama. The first quarter of the football game total does more handle than this entire game did in all of the country.
Yes.
Okay. That's so the fact that this even got sent out, I'm just impressed that it got a national story level and it even got talked about. That's all I'm saying. I don't know how it got there. There ain't nothing suspicious at all about it.
Unless you have actual evidence of something that Bama threw the game, which they came back. So it's not like they were down 8-1. They're going to throw the game, lose 8-1. They lost 8-6. So what, to make it look
Baseball,
better?
bro, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it's
it's
dumb.
just
I
I mean, if somebody okay, now I was up early this morning and I was doing some stuff, and our guy Brew sent a tweet out about the NFL alerting their guys about where they are when they place the bets
oh,
and how being where you are is more important than what you're doing, what you're betting on, even that you're betting at all. You can't do it on their property. This is suspicious only because of either who bet it, when they bet it, and where they bet it, not what they bet. That's how you find a suspicious activity report and all that other stuff. And if Holt wants to call me, he knows the number. I mean, seriously, I would love. I'm just saying there's people that get these reports in these places. And I'm just saying they're not.
I would just love to know why they threw a red flag up. And did the red flag go up pregame?
No.
Or did it go up post-game? Because if it went up post-game, I got a problem with that.
You know, it doesn't go up when they're betting it. You just keep moving the number and you go, wow, what happened in here? Why do they keep betting this game? And then the game starts and you go, hey, can you check the activity on this game? And then they check the activity and they go through the line history, all of which I can do myself too. And they go, definitely suspicious. File report. send out the alert. There was suspicious activity reporting on Alabama LSU.
Because because they found out the pitching change before the books did.
Right.
I mean, that's what happened.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
so
like
now they make a snap judgment that says no more Alabama baseball games because they changed the pitchers. It's their fault. Did they know if the kid hurt his shoulder in the bullpen before?
I don't know. I don't know how I don't know how it happened. My friend just said the reason why this got reported is because everyone knew that there was a pitching change and the number didn't move. And everyone went, oh, Bama's not winning this game. And everybody just came in and bet LSU because Bama was going to get housed. And they lost 8-6. They lost on the run line.
You remember that sign on the front of restaurants? It said, like, we refuse the right to serve anyone, or like no shoes, no shirt, no service.
Yep.
This is one of them situations where you're the book and you can just pick and choose what you're taking. It's not always fair, but it's your business. You can make those decisions. This thing about it being suspicious, complete and utter caca. Shit.
But it also creates a boogeyman.
Which is a great thing to create if you got a business that has a monitoring service and you call
the boogeyman. Yes. If you create the boogeyman, this is literally fucking Scooby-Doo. This is what Scooby-Doo is, right? Scooby-Doo goes, the guys in Scooby-Doo goes ahead and creates the bad guy in order for the bad guy to get caught. This is Scooby-Doo. Like this is you're creating it by calling it suspicious. You're now creating a boogeyman that there's some nefarious group out there that had some line information on LSU and they hammered LSU. So fuck it. Stop it all. Everyone stop. No one move. There's a ghost in here. Where's the ghost, Matt? It's in here. I tell you it's in here. I promise you it's in here.
Call Ghostbusters.
I mean, it's nuts to me. The word suspicious is wrong. Like this is what for us in the industry, in the media, in the content space, we got to be really careful about this. Okay. Because there are people in government who are wanting to watch and call this to the carpet.
Oh shit. Now you've done
okay. They want to call this stuff to the carpet. So if they think that there is suspicious activity, they will use this story for justification to pass laws. Okay. They'll say, remember that happened with that Bama baseball game. You know, U.S. Integrity said it happened, so it must have happened.
Oh, no.
Now, all of a sudden, you get people sitting there going ahead. I've done panels with Matt Holt on this topic, okay? So,
I've worked in the same
order more than I
business
have.
as Matt Holt for a number of years.
I mean, in a lot of ways, Matt Holt is responsible for this show. If you want to talk about how we all kind of got together.
We'll tell that story when we really get the bag.
There's a whole connection
just
story.
So nobody comes looking for us. We'll really tell that story. But yes.
So, there's a whole connection piece. But
yes.
I don't know. The word suspicious, the reason why I put this in the story in the rundown is because I can't believe we're calling this suspicious. And I thank my friend who bet it because I wouldn't know. I may have read this. Just if Joe Blow reads this, right? If I didn't understand line movement, I didn't understand the way games were betting, and I didn't have someone who bet it in the South who played this in Tennessee, then coming ahead and saying, wait a minute, this is ridiculous. Like, this is not what actually happened here. We all in the SEC, we knew what happened here.
Alabama won.
There's no report.
There's no story.
And that's a problem. That's a problem because the books got killed. And they're like, wait a minute. We took 25 bets on LSU and one on Alabama. It has to be suspicious. It can't be. There's no way. It's like the draft, right? Somebody had information on Will Levis before anybody else and bet him, to go outside the top 10. And everyone's like, whoa, how did they know? Well, they knew Will Levis was going to drop. Somebody had the information before the books did. So all of a sudden that makes it suspicious. That's baloney. Don't put college baseball up then. Don't put lines up for college baseball.
Now that's what's going to happen.
That's okay. You get beat to the number. If you're worried about that, I'm far more okay with someone saying, look we're not booking the games. Okay. We get beat to the number. People know more than we do. We're not booking college baseball. I'm fine with that versus saying, when you got kicked in the nuts, all of a sudden, there's got to be a nefarious thing going on here. I mean, we couldn't have lost 10 grand on a baseball game. Come on. Something had to happen wrong.
On a Friday, let alone what if you want to take the bets, but you don't really have anybody on staff that pays any attention to it and you don't know. So what do? You copy the numbers. So somebody puts up a number and you copy it and go, that's got to be right because they put it up and they bet the crap out of you and everywhere else in the entire state of Ohio. and they beat you, and then you call the other places. Did they bet you over there? Yeah, they bet us. Did they bet you? Yeah, they bet us. We should call that guy that does that monitoring and tell him, and all these people, yeah, they bet you, they bet you, they bet you, they bet you. Yeah, hey, man, did you see that LSU held on and won? But they bet us nonstop. Check it. Check it. Wow, 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 wow. Suspicious.
Because they lost a lot of money on it or whatever they think would be a
There's
lot of
no
money.
suspicion if Alabama wins. That is not right.
And I agree. And that's a big problem. All right. New Jersey knocks out the Rangers.
Damn right they did.
Excuse me. How dangerous are the Devils in your opinion? They're 5-1 to win
Very
the cup.
dangerous. One,
right?
they're very fast.
Right?
Two, they don't have any fear. And now 3, they believe in the Schmid.
How about that
The
kid?
guy's making the saves.
He's a wall. He's great.
My man looks like
He belongs.
He looks pretty comfortable. Now,
Yeah.
you know, I saw a tweet last night. It was the best tweet of the day. Our friend Chris Mack tweeted it, and I just copied it, or I just retweeted it because he said it. Tweet of the day. The next thing that Trouba hits will be a Pro V Titleist 1.
Oh, boy.
Because
that hit was brutal. That hit was, oh, my goodness.
That was an old school hockey hit there. The guy looked down, was looking down. He got bam, boom.
Don't look at the puck. Look at the guy skating at you.
The puck. I got queasy because that's how I got my first concussion. I looked down at the puck, at the blue line. Next thing I know, I was looking at the lights. They said, "Welcome to college, buddy." I'll never forget that one. Yes, the Devils are dangerous. Absolutely. I think I didn't look yet. What is the series price between them
and the Hurricanes?
And the Hurricanes, let me see right now. Don't tell me. I'm going to say it's about Hurricanes, a small favorite.
Oh, small.
Small. I think it could be Pick'em. Hold on. I think it could be Pick'em. Whoa.
210, I said, I think. What is it?
Whoa.
What is it?
Whoa. Is this
what is
right?
it?
Devils minus 122.
The Devils are favored?
Devils are minus 122.
In New Jersey. Is that FanDuel?
Series, it's in FanDuel. It's FanDuel.
Because FanDuel's been hit by Jersey money.
No.
FanDuel puts up New Jersey. Look at that here. What's that price here?
I'm looking. This is not, I don't have one state picked. Devils series price right now across the world is minus 125. Circus minus 118. Hello. Wow, I would have made it pick them, but I see why the guys did. I see what they're doing.
Oh, I thought I would have put the Hurricanes as the big favorite. Wow,
this is why you're the content guy, you're the rundown guy, and the Boston guy. We can't have you just making numbers yet. You get a little bit extra. You're always a little extra. Sometimes
they were the second best team in the league.
Doesn't matter what they
have
were,
home ice.
What they are now.
They have home ice.
They're beat up.
They are.
And the Devils look like they ain't beat up. They were flying last night.
They're too young. They're green. They're those bendy things, those green bendy sticks. Like they're pliable.
They are so fast. Like when you see it, the Rangers, not that they were tired, they're just faster. The Devils, Igor kept them in the game last night. They lost 4-0.
100%.
Kept making saves. I believe me. I had to sweat it. I was like, I'm dead. I can get. There's no way this game's going under 5.5. And then
a shutout in Game 7 is amazing. I mean, a shutout in Game 7. That's amazing for a goaltender in his first Game 7 to shut out the Rangers.
Yeah. Oh man. Perrault, New Jersey's the favorite across the board. Perrault likes New Jersey. Wow. He's a Jersey guy.
Yeah, that's right. But I mean, to a man, everybody said we played the whole year to have home ice in Game 7. Devils were the second best road team in the NHL. They won both games at MSG to prove it. When they lost Game 1 and Game 2, that's why 5-1. I think it's a good bet, man. I think the Devils are super live to win the East and to win the Cup. They're just too young to know any better.
Listen, man, 4 teams left. Any one of them can win.
Yeah,
the East, but I would rank them. I think
Toronto
I would go
1,
Toronto.
Hurricanes 2.
No, I think I would go Toronto, New Jersey.
Hmm.
Toronto, New Jersey, Carolina, and then Florida a distance away. That's how I would have them. Oh, there it is. Okay, I just hit Eastern Conference winner at FanDuel. Toronto plus 175, New Jersey plus 240, Carolina plus 280, and Florida plus 450. So, wow, that's a done deal tonight, I guess, huh? Leafs just win like it's nothing.
Oh, more on that game in a second.
Yeah.
All right, so FanDuel and now Circa have joined this party. Circa tweeted this out this morning. Our friend Jeff Davis went ahead and put this out as well. FanDuel this morning put it out, but so did Circa. So in Vegas, we have this too. Would you bet Canadian teams or American teams?
I saw that. That's why I tagged you on that this morning, so you would see it and we would actually mention it on the show. Good job, boys.
Circa's odds are a little different than FanDuel's.
Right. What's FanDuel's number?
That's FanDuel's number.
Oh,
162
US
minus
minus
210.
210.
Yep.
Canada plus 162. Jeff's number's a lot lower on the Canadian team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But we've known that. He likes Edmonton.
Yeah. I mean, Toronto's the odds-on favorite to win the cup.
Right.
So if one of the two, this tells me you got a shot on both sides. This is great. I mean, I think you're live to get both teams, but you could take a shot at the exacta. What's the Toronto Edmonton exacta right now?
Toronto.
If you just pick the matchup, let's see.
Toronto Edmonton matchup is 11-1.
Just to get the matchup or the one versus the other?
Leafs defeat Oilers 11-1. Oilers defeat Leafs 12-50.
Oh. Uh-huh. Wow. Okay. Kessel's current
And that's plus 162. Yeah.
Versus the field. What is
Phil
that?
Kessel? Phil Kessel, because Phil Kessel plays for the Golden Knights, and he plays for he's played for 8,000 teams.
Right?
FanDuel's been doing that the entire postseason. You could bet on Phil Kessel.
I saw that. I didn't know they kept that up.
Interesting. Where is it on the app for
what?
For Circa?
What?
For the NHL versus USA versus Canada.
Yeah, you got to find it. It's probably its own category. Where's the exactas for the NHL on FanDuel? I don't see it.
They're not there. They pulled them down.
They pulled them down.
Mm-hmm. Don't know why, but they weren't up this morning either.
And they're still not up.
Mm-hmm.
That is weak sauce.
So,
huh.
I'm doing this after the show today.
FanDuel, guys, if you're watching the show, again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, but put the damn exactas back up. I mean, you got 8 teams left on each total, 4 on each side. This is when the stuff gets real. Take more action, not less.
How about Hurricanes over Kraken, 53-1?
What are you looking at, Circa?
Yeah.
Hurricanes over Kraken?
Yep.
That'd be an interesting Seattle and Raleigh.
Kraken over the Leafs, 46-1.
I got Kraken tickets on all the remaining teams. I'm
That's
good.
Smart. Kraken.
I mean, my odds are like the one is 250-1. One is 175-1.
Wow. To get to the Cup finals, right?
Just to win the Cup over
the Cup, so
the 4 remaining teams.
They get there.
Except I don't have the Panther one. Why in the hell would I have bought Seattle and the Panthers? Even for $10, it's 800-1. I thought, I'm not even going to waste the 10.
Panthers over the Kraken is 82-1.
There you go.
You want to throw a Hail Mary bet on that? Go ahead.
$20 wins $1,640.
Toronto is minus 170 tonight against Florida in game 1. The hook to this game, the curveball to this game, is that it appears that Alex Lyon is starting in net and not Sergei Bobrovsky.
Why?
He started game 1 against Boston, gave up 3 goals, and they lost 3-1. I don't know why. He hasn't played in 11 days.
Idiots.
I don't know what they're doing.
I don't know either. I mean, I don't think I think it's a no-brainer. You just ride Bobrovsky now until he don't play.
But he
Until
gave up. Bobrovsky gave up a ton of goals in the 3
To-
games he played.
for Toronto.
No, he gave up 10 goals in 2 games against Toronto in this season. Yes.
I don't have no Florida Panther stuff, and I ain't ever getting it, just for the record. So
Mhm.
you got to worry about that. I wore to Miami. I just got the Heat hat. I forgot to put it on before. Toronto's winning this. No
Yes. Puck line.
puck line.
Mhm.
Don't get crazy and start laying a goal and a half in a series in a playoffs. What are you doing?
Just saying.
All this stuff back on. It looks better anyway.
5-2 final.
5 over?
Yes.
Over?
Yes.
I think you're right. 6.5, Perrault. Not scared?
It didn't move. It was 6.5 with Bobrovsky. It's 6.5 with Lyon. It
It's
didn't
the
move.
same.
I was
It's the
stunned.
same. It should
I was
be
like,
the same.
I thought it might
Why?
go down.
No.
Because I thought it might go down. I mean, Lyon,
No.
in the games he's played, Lyon's been more reliable from a goal perspective, giving up goals. But I mean, Toronto, my question for the Panthers tonight is how do you emotionally get back up to face a Toronto team that's been rested in a buzzsaw of a building?
Mm.
I don't think their legs are going to be there. I think
Did
they
you say
just go,
how
you
do
know
you
what?
get up?
Yeah. How do you deal emotionally dealing with the fact you
We got a
just had a,
sponsor for that? We could do a sponsor for that.
how do you get up? What, a
Can
Viagra?
We could do a read something, some of them pills, something like that. We got all these people watching. We'll do the reads. I mean, listen, it's the playoffs.
I know it's the playoffs. I
What
get
in
that.
the world do you think they're going to do?
I'm just saying, I believe that they could say, hey, you know what? We got game, this is game 1. Let's get game 2.
Did you watch the life on that bench after
I
they
did.
won
I
game
think
5 and what they somehow
the
survived in
body,
game 6?
I don't care how hyped you are, the body in the 3rd period against Toronto might be dead.
I think the letdown factor is more for Toronto.
No, I disagree with that.
They got all the I mean,
that building this is a coronation to them. They're so
oh,
happy to see the Florida.
Right?
They're
And Florida
so
can go in
happy.
there and just play that road game when Toronto now the expectations are they're planning the parade. They're literally
Well, they
planning
planned
the
it
parade.
before the playoffs even began. But yes, now they're really planning the
Well,
parade.
now they
Yeah.
can actually plan it because they actually won for the first time in 20 years. They actually
Yeah,
won
I just
that
think it's a lot to ask. They've stayed on the road. They just played a game 7. It went to overtime. Emotionally draining type of game. And then have to come right back up and play Toronto, who that building is going to be absolutely beside itself in the first period.
series. Yeah. Again, the building don't play the game. So
No, but that Toronto team will, and that Toronto team's going to ride that energy. There's going to be a lot of energy in that
Toronto
building.
to score first. I like that.
I think Toronto scores first, second, third. I think Toronto scores a lot tonight. Florida's not dead. I just think tonight in game 1, I think they're going to have a tough time with it. And playing Alex Lyon, I don't understand. Game 1 on the road, his second ever, starting a series. He lost the first game of game 1 against the Bruins in the same situation. You're going back to him. I don't understand the move. I think it's a mistake.
Hey, maybe they know something in that room.
They might. Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you got to pick the right goalie for that matchup, especially when you don't have
10 goals in 2 games.
guy.
Bobrovsky gave up 10 goals in 2 games to Toronto. So
Yeah.
they must say, you know what? No way. We don't like this matchup. We're going to start see if Lions will be better. I don't know. I think Austin Matthews and company, I think they have a big game scoring tonight. I like puck line in the over. The Kraken plus 160 against the Dallas Stars. Disrespectful line.
Oh, God. Did you really just do that?
This is a disrespectful line.
Oh, with this disrespect.
What are you doing to the best road team in hockey?
God.
This is phenomenal for them. I love this. Keep the underdog stuff rolling with the Kraken.
Isn't this a letdown spot?
It is, but I think it's more.
But it doesn't apply for this team?
It's a 5-5 hockey game. It's a 5.5 total. This is a low scoring game.
So it doesn't apply, the letdown spot? Explain it to me, please, sir.
To me, in my opinion, the Kraken are a better team away from home than they are on the road than they are at home. So this is more comfortable for them. I
They
love
just
this for
came
them.
off a 7-game series,
They did.
emotional 7-game series
Not
against the
same. Not
defending
same. No, no,
champion.
no, 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 not same. Totally different emotional situation for them. They won game 7 very calmly. Not overtime. That's a fast team. I like them on the road. Just keep it going. I love the fact they stayed on the road.
I don't. It's the same exact situation.
It is. No, I disagree with you because I think the winner of the Bruins is far
They
more
won a
emotional.
game 7 on the road against
Yep.
the top seed.
Yes, but the Bruins were the best regular season team ever, and it was an overtime. And it was a high-scoring, crazy, emotionally draining game. Game 7 was pretty boring for the Kraken.
Because they had it on lockdown. They played
Correct.
so well.
Uh-huh. Agreed. Grubauer is playing extremely well right now. I think he can steal game 1. I think it's a 2-1, 3-1 final.
Question number 2 for the chat right now.
Hmm.
All right. The line is that. Wow. It's going up. Dallas minus what? Hit refresh. Minus 180. Okay. Peaking at minus 185.
What's the
But
plus?
that's on the places where they don't move the dog.
What's
They
the
just
plus?
moved the favorite. Minus 185 on some places is take back plus 155. I just don't understand what's happening with this business. I was on Wager Talk this morning and had a little vent because Teddy asked me a question. And I said, I have no idea why a split on a money line in a Stanley Cup playoff game is 38 cents. I don't know what we're doing. We're gouging people and they don't know. People shop for the best price, get multiple outs, pick the place with the best prices. You'll be fine. That doesn't mean that it's the best app, but it's the best prices. Sometimes you go in the hood to get the good stuff because it's less expensive. It's the same thing. Okay. Sometimes you go to the bodega because they got the good peppers and they're cheaper. Do that too. All right. It's fine.
Dallas is cup worthy. I will buy Dallas to win the cup. Exactly.
Tonight. The
I will,
chat.
tonight.
Seattle or Dallas? Who's winning the game?
Seattle.
It's a big favorite. You're picking Seattle outright?
Outright.
Oh my goodness. Dallas is winning this game.
Outright. Grubauer is so hot right now. I love the way he's playing.
Seen Otter?
I have seen Otter. That's why I like the under. I do.
This has to be under, no?
But Ottinger's goal, I mean, just look at it. Ottinger's goals against at home was 2.6 goals against average, okay? He was better on the road. Dallas was a home over team in a lot of ways.
There's people in the chat. The first one is Seattle. Who is that? Santana put Seattle 5 times. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yes, I am too.
Now here's another Kraken. Then it just goes Dallas, 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 Dallas. Richmond said Kraken. And then
he's from Seattle, by the way.
Richmond is from Seattle.
Mark is from Seattle, so yes.
Got me, Mark. I thought he was coming picking Seattle. He's a homer.
Under in Seattle.
All right.
Let's go Kraken.
Is that the story to playoffs?
The Kraken? Right now they are. Absolutely. I mean, the Panthers could be too. Florida could be.
The Bruins losing is the story to playoffs, at least the first round.
Right now it is, of course. But that's a negative, though. But by the time we get to the Cup Finals, if Seattle's in the Cup Finals, we're not talking about the Bruins anymore.
If Seattle wins another series, that's the story of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Them and the Panthers.
I'm just telling you, Golden Knight vibes.
Golden Knight Knights vibes. Or for Seattle?
Or Seattle, like Golden Knights in year one.
Yeah.
I look at the Kraken. I feel very similar to what Vegas did when Marc-Andre Fleury, dialed back the time clock and took the Golden Knights all the way to the Cup Finals. I mean, can you imagine if Toronto plays Seattle in the Cup Finals? How could they lose that? How could Toronto lose that?
Why did
Jeremy, I like the way you're thinking, my friend. Toronto minus 1.5 and Seattle live. I agree. I have bets on both plays. So I like it a lot. Let's go Kraken. I'm all in on Kraken.
Kraken. A lot of people love the Kraken.
All right. So you pulled out the script from the Super Bowl today. So we're going to this is not a sponsor. This is a free plug.
It should be, though.
Because you're in love with this brand. Because they stopped by our broadcast desk.
With Cam Smith.
With Cam Smith.
Who got drafted in the second round by the Miami Dolphins.
Oh, good for you. I did not know where he got picked. That's awesome that you went and looked that up. Nice.
I was so excited. I was actually out eating dinner with Jess and the little one with Kendall. And it was on. And I'm like, there he is. And I said, they're like, who is it? I said, that's Cam Smith. He just got drafted by the Dolphins. I said, Perrault and I talked to him. His family was there. I
Yep.
did the Saks underwear read about sweaty balls and all this other stuff. And Kendall started laughing because I kept saying sweaty balls. And I said, Kendall, when we get home, I'm going to show you the piece of paper that they gave me and Perrault to read when this guy sat down. His family was in stitches. They had a great time at our show.
So Saks Underwear has now signed a.
Are you frozen? Snap your fingers. Damn it.
There we go. We're good.
Saks underwear, and then you froze. And
Sorry.
they're going to use that face, by the way, in the Discord channel at bvbshow.com.
Not my fault. PGA, 4 of them, caddies, getting endorsement deals with Saks Underwear
Yeah.
for a grand total of $100,000. They will wear shorts, shirts, polos, and the underwear as all part of this very interesting endorsement deal.
So they each get 25 grand,
Yep.
basically? They chop it up
unless
like
one
that?
of them,
Or does like
unless
one
one of
guy
them's more
get more?
popular. I mean, I don't know how they break it up. but
Maybe
the
if
whole
one
thing
guy has bigger balls than the other guy?
are bigger followings, yeah. He's got more attention.
Oh, well, all right.
Saks will donate $100 to the Testicular Cancer Foundation for every birdie made
love
by the
that.
caddies player. Saks also rents out a house for the caddies at this year's U.S. Open, which will be in L.A.
Oh. Can we go to the house?
I don't know.
Can we get the caddies on the show?
Maybe, yeah. I mean, Saks might put them on as they're going to want to put this. You have Will Zalatoris' caddy, but Will is out for the year, so that's interesting. I wonder whose bag he's on.
Oh.
He's not on Will's bag anymore because Will's hurt. He had a back injury. But can we get Dave some underwear, please?
They gave us a couple pairs. We got a couple
wear 'em.
pairs. Yeah.
I wear them. They're nice.
Yeah, they said that.
They do what they say, by the way. It's actually accurate.
It keeps
He's a
them
cool. It's a cooling underwear. Yeah, it's nice
It's
to
a
go.
cooling underwear.
I work out in them a lot.
Drop temp. That's the name of the underwear. I got to read right here. I still have it right here. Keep it right by my desk. Saks underwear. I got to read. I mean, only because I just like to say the first sentence. NFL draft preparation is a stressful time for prospects, and you know what that means? Sweaty balls. It does. And now it's heating up here in Vegas. Are you kidding me? I will walk around talking about sweaty balls and drop temp underwear as long as they want. There's your free
Saks.
drop.
There's your free plug for the. That's the last time we're plugging Saks for free. But there you go. Good job out of you guys. That's a funny thing with the caddies of the PGA Tour.
Absolutely.
Sponsor Dave. Get him going with some Saks underwear. Okay. In this, can you believe this happened? Story of the day. A woman won $8.5 million on a slot machine, only to find out that, we're not paying you.
This makes me mad. I don't
Casino
like to hear it.
malfunction. This happened 2 times in the last week because a woman, or the last couple of years, I should say, a woman in 2016 thought she had won $43 million at a New York casino, only to have the casino claim a malfunction and voided $43 million. This was $8.5 million at the Newcastle casino, and they're not going to pay it out.
Where's Newcastle Casino?
Oklahoma.
Can we go there? I'm gonna look for these people that did this. Go ahead. What happened? She won $8.5 million
And they are not going to give it to her
because
of a malfunctioning machine. A
malfunction, huh?
Yeah, a malfunctioning machine.
Malfunctioning machine.
So they're not having to give her the $8.5 million. It's unbelievable.
Like
that
what
they can
malfunction? Did the thing get stuck?
I don't know.
What is that?
As the article reads, the casino's refusal to pay up is almost comical in its absurdity. It's like they're the Grinch who stole Christmas, except instead of presents, they're stealing millions of dollars from a lucky gambler. I mean, it's bizarre that they can just claim this. I don't think, now you correct me if I'm wrong, Nevada, you couldn't do this, right?
Well,
If
no,
the
you have
machine
to
said,
prove the malfunction. I mean, you have to prove the malfunction. You can't
even
just
if
say it malfunctioned. You
okay,
have
but
to
even
prove the malfunction.
right, but even if you do prove the malfunction,
Well, they would pay. They would pay something. They would not pay. It's terrible public relations, one. And two, the machine better be being cheated on.
right?
Like we
Like
could do an integrity case for this.
the casino movie scene, right? You know, either you're in on it or you're too dumb to stop it. Either way, you're out.
Yeah, I mean, this is something. This is no good.
8.5. I couldn't imagine being that woman. Your life just gets changed in an instant, and it's like, psych, just kidding. Nope.
Right.
We're not giving you anything. It's like, wait, what? What do you mean not giving us anything? Yeah, no, we're not giving you anything.
I mean,
Sorry.
can you
She's
believe?
suing them, by the way.
I
She's
was
suing
going to
them.
say. So now this is what happens. What do you mean you're not paying me? The machine malfunctioned. Okay, get a lawyer. Well, now I'm going to sue you because I want money because I won. Well, now they're going to be a lawyer. They're going to buy it off, hush money, envelope, half. See you later, gone. And instead of 8 million, would you take 4? Oh, you're frozen.
I am?
Oh no, you're back. Would you take 4?
Of course. To go away? Yes.
We need to find out what malfunctioned.
So bad. So it's going to court. We'll see where it goes, but that's
You
just
got how much we got to spend to get the money now?
that's the thing, right? Well, I think most attorneys would take the case they would just take a cut of what they get. Right? Just say, hey, I'm taking
somebody would, but
I'm taking 10% of what I get. I'm not going to charge you up front, but I'm going to go after this and I'm going to take 10% of whatever I get for you.
10% I'd sign for. These people that want to do ads and stuff, they want to take 20, 30, all this other stuff. I'm finding out about all this part of the business too. I'll pay a lawyer 10 and go get the big bag. I'll give you 10%. That's fine.
Right.
Unbelievable.
All right. Some baseball here. The Red Sox walk off Toronto. They're
a Boston team won. I was happy for you.
They're 16-14. Not just winning. Verdugo's got 3 walk-off hits this year.
Yes, he does.
Yoshi is unbelievable. 11-game hit streak for Yoshi.
You got a baseball player, this guy.
You got a legitimate all-star. He's batting 286 with 4 home runs.
Yeah.
Verdugo keeps on making these funny quotes whenever he's being interviewed. Walk-off home run last night in the 9th inning. Do you like the light show? Do you like when they do the LED? I hate it.
You liked it last week.
No, I don't like. I like it in
you
college football
last week.
I like it in.
I
know.
Sucks.
I like it in college football stadium. I hadn't seen it at Fenway Park.
It's terrible at Fenway Park.
At Fenway, it looks terrible. I like it in other ballparks. Maybe I liked it at different parks. But watching it at Fenway last night, I was like, that looks terrible. You can't see them.
Craziest stuff. Sometimes I think you don't even listen to yourself talk.
I do, but I watched it
I said it
Fenway.
Sucks.
I like it at certain ballparks, but at Fenway Park, I did not like it.
Did you see what they did at Dodger Stadium when they did it? They turned off the lights.
I think it's where I liked it.
They turned off the lights before the home run landed. Muncy hit a ball to fucking Cleveland.
They knew it was
up
gone.
In the air. They were like, "Oh, home run, home run." People in the outfield were like, "We can't see the ball."
I don't like at Fenway. I couldn't see Verdugo actually rounding second. It was pitch black. I was like, you can't see him. Like, what are you doing?
I don't want that. I love the jump around. I love the.
Yeah,
I'm not so sure
I want to see
the guys ripping off the jersey, but like, I love the celebration. I don't need to see the flashing lights.
I think at football stadiums, I'm okay with it. Like, I like it at Alabama. I liked it at Tennessee. I guess I liked it at some major league ballparks. First time I saw it at Fenway Park, where I was like, I don't like that. I was like, let me see Verdugo rounding the bases. I wasn't a fan of it. So maybe I'm wishy-washy on this topic, but at Fenway, I don't like it. That I can say. I was like, that doesn't look right. I mean, that's a big controversy, and the ketchup at Fenway Park is the big controversy of the spring. They've gone to vegan, vegetarian ketchup, and people are freaking out.
Where?
At Fenway.
Just like as an alternative, or
no, it's like the main ketchup.
What?
Like Heinz is no longer
the
main.
Big dogs.
Yeah, for the Fenway Franks.
What this?
For Fenway Franks, yeah, it's a really big controversy in Boston because I guess it tastes like a shoe. It's disgusting. So people are really mad.
Like a shoe?
Yeah, people are really mad.
I
Like the
almost threw up
like
in my
legitimately
mouth
like
with this one.
Google Fenway ketchup story, and all the major TV stations have done stories on this ketchup change at Fenway Park.
I mean, we can all agree, Boston, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, New York, Vegas, LA, wherever you're listening to the show,
Mm.
Heinz is the best ketchup. You should only have Heinz in your joint, no?
I mean, it's what I grew up on, so
It's what
I'm gonna say
everybody
yeah.
grew up on.
I'm gonna say yes, but I do know people like alternative types of ketchup, but I tend to like Heinz the best. It's what I buy, so it's in my house. But
Can't believe they took that ketchup bottle out of that stadium and call it Acrisure now. It's complete bullshit.
I just personally, I mean, I'm from Boston, so this is where people get mad. We only put ketchup on our hot dogs. That's it.
Hold on, Gorov, one-star Gorov just came in and said, "Is regular ketchup not vegetarian?"
Well, no, it's what
It's a
they've
good
done.
question.
There's sugar in Heinz
Oh,
and
so there's no sugar in this new
the
ketchup.
new one, and
It's not vegan, it's sugar-free.
yeah, but like there's some stuff that
Get
gets
this
the
shit right before we go
no,
on
no,
a
no, no,
national TV show. We're
no,
never getting
it's
off late
true.
night if you don't get this wrong.
Hold on, fine. You're gonna make me go ahead. And,
Yes, we gotta
Goog-
get it right.
Hold on.
I mean, I just said it out loud. Ketchup doesn't have no meat in it. How can it be vegan?
Because it's how it's produced. Okay, hold on. So
It's
here
tomatoes.
it's a sugar-free, gluten-free ketchup.
So it ain't vegan.
Well, I think
Use
it
the
might be
wrong
vegan.
word.
No, well, because I think it's
Oh,
it
no.
uses vegetables like butternut squash and carrots.
I love butternut squash.
It's by True Made Foods, is what it's
I'm
called.
gonna have to try this now. I love butternut squash.
Everyone hates it. There's no option. There's no
I mean, you gotta leave the alternative, the regular stuff for the regular people. Not everybody's gonna like
So the tweets are,
sugar-free
you need
stuff
to
with the
change your
squash.
ketchup Fenway Park. It's gross. I bring my own ketchup packets to the game now so I can eat a hot dog and enjoy it. The ketchup at the park quite literally actually ruins the food. Change it. Yeah, it's really interesting what
J
it's
Park said
all
they
kind
put
of
the
gross.
ketchup bottles back up in
It's
Acrisure. I didn't know that.
sugar-free
Okay, go ahead.
vegetarian ketchup.
Sugar-free vegetarian.
Yep, which is vegan. Same thing.
I understand, but, like, I don't understand how the regular ketchup is not vegetarian.
It's how it's prepared.
So there's
What they
meat in it?
Not meat, but meat byproducts. There's things they mix into it.
Byproducts.
Yeah, you
What
ever
the
you ever read a Heinz
a
ketchup
ketchup?
bottle? Go read Heinz ketchup and read what's in it. It's a lot of words that you don't understand. It's a lot of ingredients that are not tomato paste, sugar, and water. It's not. No.
I grew
So,
up
oh wow.
10 minutes away from the Heinz plant, and I didn't know that it was not vegetarian until just now.
So, let's see.
What the is going on?
This is really funny. Joe Haggerty of the Boston media got into a fight on Twitter with the True Made Foods people. And he said, I totally get this ketchup is probably better for me from a health perspective, but kudos for providing people with a healthy alternative. You're doing good work. But if I'm ordering a hot dog and french fries at the ballpark, I'm not looking for a healthy condiment choice.
This is true.
So True said, but families should be able to go to a game and enjoy a ball game without, quote, poisoning themselves with high fructose corn syrup. It shouldn't be a Sophie's choice. We're not replacing hot dogs with broccoli. We're providing a way to keep the whole experience without the poison. They're calling it poison.
Poison?
This is such a New England thing. It's so typical.
People are all crazy. You're
It's-
all
it's such-
crazy.
It is
All
such a
of
New England thing to call high fructose because it is in a way really bad for you.
It is.
High fructose corn syrup is really bad for you, but to call it poison is going
Poison.
really. That's like people who call sugar and salt poison. Like it can be poison, but not to the like if you have a high level of it. But like generally
Nicotine is poison, right?
correct.
Nicotine is poison.
Correct.
Is alcohol poison?
Yes, technically.
Okay. Ketchup.
I mean, high fructose corn syrup in some ways in large doses is actually more dangerous to your health than small
Probably.
amounts of alcohol or nicotine.
I guess we just lost all the ketchup sponsors.
So I'm just saying, no, Heinz should be. I mean, we both use Heinz. So, I mean, I would use Heinz. It's just really funny. Like I told you, this is a huge argument. Like True Made Foods this is a really big argument.
Is there anyone watching the show that would prefer like Hunt's over Heinz and ketchup?
I mean, I take what I get. I'm not really a big I would prefer
I
Heinz.
go
Would you not
I
use
go
it?
non-ketchup. If it's Hunt's,
Really? You
I
won't
just
even
don't
use it?
get the ketchup. Nope, I don't.
Wow.
Because it
Okay.
takes away from what I'm eating.
I need ketchup on it though. Even if it's bad ketchup, I need ketchup. I don't know. I never
Bad
tried this
ketchup
Fenway.
is
I don't know.
worse than no ketchup.
Wow. Well,
Yes.
if that if the True Made Foods ketchup is as bad as they say at Fenway Park, then maybe there should be multiple options. So I know. Look, this is what happened.
Right.
True Made Foods dropped a bag at Fenway Park and said, "We
Oh.
want to be the exclusive ketchup. So get everyone else out. We're the exclusive ketchup. We're paying for it."
They could come on and be the sponsor of the show. I'll put that True Made ketchup on everything every day. I'll get something to eat with True Made ketchup. If they want to come
So-
on the show, we got True Made ketchup. We got people
Yeah.
watching the show.
So-
I'll do a True Made special play of the day.
So there you go. So there's that if you want to do that. But I mean, I don't know. I'm a mustard guy on my Philly pretzel.
Brown
I love
mustard.
either or. I can
You
do
like
either
the
one.
yellow mustard, huh?
I can do either or. Yeah, I'm good with either one. I like brown mustard a lot. I mean, either or.
Brown mustard is good.
It's more of a Philadelphia thing. You do the brown mustard in Philadelphia. In Fenway, you don't have that option. Although I don't know what they have now because Heinz was the ketchup and the mustard at Fenway. So I'm not sure what they've got for mustard now.
Listen,
changed too.
When I took the kids back there, that's now 2 summers ago, we partook in a lot of the refreshments, both inside and outside of Fenway. You got to have ketchup and mustard for a lot of that stuff. Like, you can't not have it.
It can ruin. You're right. Though. A bad ketchup can ruin the entire experience. A
whole
condiment
thing.
can ruin your
Terrible.
meal. Yes, I would agree
Terrible,
with that.
terrible,
Yes.
terrible.
If you have bad condiments, you can definitely have a nasty experience. And Fenway Franks are definitely. I mean, you're right. I probably would prefer to eat it nothing plain than having a bad ketchup on it. People bringing ketchup from home is ridiculous, but they are this summer at Fenway to eat a dog, to experience it. Because I mean,
Bring
a dog
your
and a
own
beer is that's just
BYOK. Bring your own ketchup.
ketchup. Yeah. I mean, going to Fenway, there's just a rite of passage when you turn 21 is you go to, sit in the bleachers, grab a dog, grab a beer and hang out.
Okay.
But ketchup's got to be on the dog. Without that, you kind of, it's a small little thing, but it pisses people off. It changes the whole experience.
Man,
People don't like
man.
it. Has Tampa Bay announced who's starting yet?
So, this is
Did you know? I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, people were like want to bet the Pirates today, but they can't bet the Pirates because did Tampa announce who's starting yet?
Oh yeah. I don't know. I went old school Tampa.
Why are you
stuff
busting out the Buccaneer stuff for the Rays?
because the Bucks are in Tampa.
I know, but the Rays are a baseball team.
I know, but the Bucks,
But you're wearing a football
Pirates,
jersey. You're wearing a football jersey and a football
referred to
hat.
as the Bucks. Yes, it was very confusing today.
But
I
the
did video.
Buccos are your team.
I did right. The Buccos, the Bucks, which I made a funny joke reference today too in the video that I did for the Pirates pregame.
Okay.
And I wore this stuff because sometimes they told me you can wear different things. So I went with this and I had it underneath the Philly stuff. Plus the creamsicle always wins.
How did you make a bet without knowing the number?
I made my own number
Oh,
because
okay.
I'm an odds maker.
You knew who was starting?
I didn't care who was
Well,
starting.
how can you not? It matters. That's why the number is.
It
Who
doesn't
Really?
in this situation.
Really?
Yes. Who
Okay.
started? If it wasn't McClanahan,
Uh-huh.
essentially for the Rays, which it wasn't going to be,
Okay.
does it matter whose name is on that line?
I'm an odds
Numbers
maker.
the same. Numbers the same. So
What?
I
Tampa
went on
favorite?
with Teddy
Okay.
and Merrill today on Wager Talk, and I said, I can't believe. Now, this is for the people in the chat. Mike, you awesome. Get ready. You can clip this all you like. That one poor guy who puts up all the lines for the world in the offshore world didn't know today who was starting. So not one book in the entire world
Had it.
could go and make a number for the Tampa Bay and Pittsburgh Pirate game. I went on at 9:30 on Wager
Pacific.
Talk with those guys and said, I'm going to give you the number right now. It's around minus 150 or minus 160 with Tampa, and the total's 8.5 flat. And Theodore said, whoa, Dave, FanDuel has minus 190 plus 160. I said, that's a little high. Plus it was
What'd you-
minus 192 plus 158. Like the gap was 38 cents. It was embarrassing, but they were the only one with a number up. Anyhow, Hit refresh on your line.
Consensus is 25% now. 25 cents right now.
It's minus 162.60, as high as 65, and as low as minus 160. So I made my own number this morning.
It's 70 at Caesars.
Well, look at the plus though,
Plus is 143.
and the plus everywhere else.
150, 148, 145.
Got to look at the plus. I do it for the plus price, not the other price. So, yeah, who wins? I mean, I think the Pirates win between
course you
you and I. I mean, I'm a little biased, but listen, I got the information right here.
Yep.
Hold on, I'll give you the information because I got it. I'll pull it up. I got too many tabs open, and I'm getting a call. This is my favorite thing about today, but I'll get to that in a second. All right, so the Pirates are off to their best 29 game start since going 21-8 in 1992. Do you know what else happened in 1992, Perrault?
World Series, right?
They won the division title. They lost in the NLCS when that damn Francisco Cabrera hit that ball and bounced through the bat throw, and Sid Bream, the slowest human being in the world, beat the throw home. And my tickets to the World Series got thrown away because I called my dad between innings and said, "Do you still have the tickets?" And he said, "Yes, we got them all. We got all 4. So you can bring your brothers home." I'm like, "Perfect, hang up, goodbye." And they lost, and they never got back. So you hung up on me the other night. I know why. It was my fault. It wasn't that Belinda got squeezed. It wasn't that Jose Lean made an error for the second time all season. It was me. I called my dad. I'm still mad about it. But anyhow, they're going to win today.
Okay.
Right? They're going to win. They're going to win.
Give me the Rays.
21-8. They've won 12 of their last 15, outscoring opponents 100-45. They're going to win.
Give me the Rays.
It's rude.
It's just the Rays are the Rays right now.
It's rude.
The Rays are 14-2. They're
14-2. I got that here in the notes too. 14-2.
They're 14-2. So I'll take the Rays at home.
14-2 is the best in baseball, by the way.
Yes. How about their plus 103 run differential?
That's the best too.
By double.
Pirates are second with 53.
I'm looking at 48 for the Pirates.
Oh. No, I got to hold on. Let me see. Hold on.
They're 20-9 with a plus 48 run differential, according to ESPN.
48. What does my notes here say? Okay. Yep.
Rangers are plus 72.
Right. Okay. Someone else is in between them. Yep.
Yeah. Rangers are the next. It's at plus 72, and then the Pirates at plus 48.
Pirates best in the NL.
Cubs are plus 47 somehow. It's weird for a 15-13 baseball team to have a plus 47 run differential. Something's wrong there. Cubs have been blown out in certain games. When they lose bad. They get killed.
They're going to be around though.
Speaking of getting killed, Giants are 11-17. They've lost 4 straight, and they play Houston tonight. Didn't someone tell you they like the Giants where they're playing?
Before the Houston series, we liked Houston yesterday.
Yeah.
We said play Houston yesterday. We
Right,
play
we
Houston
did.
again today.
Yeah. I don't like
the
the
Contreras line yesterday. Did he go over his case? Did we know?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But 4-10 on the road for the Giants this year is not good.
Let's see. Because the Giants strike out a lot. Let's see. Yesterday we had Garcia had 9 Ks yesterday. Is that right? Wow.
It's a lot.
Oh, no. He didn't start. What happened? Did he not pitch?
I don't know.
4, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. He got scratched? I don't know. He had no innings pitched. Garcia has no innings pitched. I didn't even look. Well,
interesting.
All right.
Time for Better to Book It.
Oh.
I got a bunch of bets.
All right.
Toronto on the puck line, plus 160 against the Florida Panthers tonight. Laying a goal and a half.
Oh, I like Toronto to win the game. What if we need an empty netter?
Okay. That's fine.
Why don't you just lay the money line? This feels like a greedy move.
It's not as I don't feel as strongly about this as I do the other bet. So it's worth the flyer.
I'm nervous. This is I'm booking this.
Okay. Over 6.5, Toronto, Florida, minus 150.
I like this. Bet this.
Right. This is
We're
the bet I
getting
like better.
close.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree with that. The Kraken money line plus 160.
Nope. Book it. Dallas Stars, like Gumpy would say, Texas hockey, all of the above. I think they're walking into a Lions den. But they probably scored
They like
first.
it. They like it. They've scored
Probably
first for
scored
7
first.
straight games.
They did.
Bet the streak. Who scores first?
Listen,
Seattle.
somebody's capable of doing it. It's the Kraken. Release the Kraken, no question.
Under 5.5. Kraken, Seattle. Kraken, Dallas.
What's the
Minus-
juice?
Minus 125. At least it was last night at Circa.
Minus 125. It's minus 35 now, sir. You guys better bet it if you're going to listen to this show right now. And again, thank you for you
No
guys
one's going
that
to
are
5, huh?
watching. Yeah, it's minus 35 now. So you got about 15 minutes before people then watch the show and download the show, and then they'll move the line in the risk rooms everywhere, all around the world.
All right, we'll finish our Better to Book It segment on
Yes.
the other side. Sports Grid, thank you so much. We appreciate you guys being here. We'll be back coming up tomorrow. For you guys who are watching live on YouTube and Twitter, time for BVB bonus time. Three of those, like that woman thinks she had a jackpot and then
3 times.
ripped it away from her. Continuing, Knicks laying 6.5 against Miami. I don't think the point spread matters.
What are you doing, sir?
Yep, it doesn't matter to me.
Really?
It's 5.5 now. Don't matter. Lines don't matter. Either
Welcome
Miami
to
wins
Miami.
outright. Either Miami wins outright or the Knicks win. Game's not in Miami. Game's in New York.
No, I know, but like you're going to go against the Miami
Yeah.
Heat right now?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think they're good. They got their one game. Jimmy Butler. I don't think Butler plays very much tonight if he plays at all. Why risk it? You don't.
I just went to. Is that 6 or 8? That's 6. Okay. What are you laying? 5.5.
I got 6.5 last night. Could have gotten 5.5, but last night I took 6.5. 7, I don't like. 7's the
I hope
ceiling.
you win, but I'll book it
Okay.
because I think it's close, even if the Knicks win.
Okay. Warriors Lakers under 228 tonight.
Under.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
I don't know, man.
I don't think the Lakers
I
can.
know
I don't think the
Golden
Lakers can win a game that's 120 to 110.
Yeah, I think they're going to try.
I don't. I think they can try, but I don't think that that's. I think they want to play slower, more methodical, and the Warriors defense ratchets it up tonight.
I'm not comfortable with this either. I'm just going to trust my gut and say book it. I think the
Okay.
game goes over. Number was like 230 in my head, so
Warriors.
it's going to be close.
Finally, Warriors minus 4.5. Could have gotten 4 too, but 4.5. Again, point spreads don't matter.
Point spreads are what?
They don't matter.
No, I know. What did Kendall say? Point spreads are
Stupid.
stupid. That's what I said. Okay, we got to get that on a T-shirt too. We'll
Mhm.
do this BBB line. I'll bet this with you.
Okay. We're on
This
the side of
this
the-
could be one of those like we're up late. Win this by 9 or more. This might be an alternate line play on the.
I don't get this is the same thing when we talked about the Warriors on the road up against the Kings, and we were like, wait a minute, the Warriors are favored on the road against the Kings. What the? This is the same thing. Like the Warriors at home are only 4-point favorites.
Oh, don't say it like that. I don't.
just
like when you
saying.
do that.
Why? It's the same thing. What happened in game 1 to the Warriors? They got smoked by the Kings. It's the same
I
thing.
don't like when you say like the team's not heavy enough of a favorite. Sometimes that means that it makes me very nervous.
That's fine, but you tell me everyone's on the Lakers. That's what's keeping this line depressed.
Right.
I mean, the Warriors at home, this was the best home team, ATS, them and the Nuggets. They killed people at home. They're at home. They got LeBron on the other side. Steph just comes off a 50 burger in the last game.
Did
And I went through-
Denver lose to the Warriors in the playoffs last year? Wasn't that the I believe Denver lost
in the first round, right?
to Golden State, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, this might be the Denver play to go back and win the Western Conference, man.
I'm betting it today.
Woo!
I'm betting Denver today. I'm betting Denver to win it all today.
Yeah. Well, Golden State's going to win today.
Favorite thing about today is what?
Favorite thing about today is that immediately after this, talk to so many people in so many walks of life.
Mhm.
And people reach out, want to talk, want to this, want to that, whatever. I got a text yesterday that was a little bit alarming, but also at the same time, a good text from a guy who I got to go see before he goes away. And he ain't going away on vacation. He ain't going away on vacation.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know where he's going yet, but I thought he was already gone. And I didn't get to say goodbye or whatever you got to do before somebody got to go away. And I've known people that this has happened to before, but it's just a unique situation because it's really not right what's happening. But again, I'm not a judge or a lawyer or any of that stuff. But I have to hang up with you and go see a guy about a thing. And it is the best thing about today. And hopefully we're going to get some good news. But this is one of those conversations that you get a text. You don't ask no questions. You ask what time, and that's it. And that's my favorite thing about today is that I still have people in my life who could do that with me. And I think I have people that if I needed that type of call or text to go out, I would do it as well. But that's what I'm doing. And the next, I told him the show would be over at 12:30. It is 12:29 on my clock. Perfect timing, sir. Your turn.
Two things. The first, I'm not sure you can actually see this, but for all you guys in our Discord channel, that says Joe Fortenbaugh likes the Lakers in game 1. Can you read that? Why Joe Fortenbaugh is confident the Lakers will win game 1.
There it is.
Okay, there's one. Here's number 2. Why Tyler Fulgham?
Yeah.
Why does he like the Lakers in game 1? I don't know if you can if I can get my computer to go ahead.
There you go. You're good. Right there. It's good. Yep.
Okay.
Perfect.
Why I like the Lakers over the Warriors.
Yep.
So that's what I'm talking about, guys. FYI, I just showed you the 2 videos I referenced, both on Daily Wager, both guys liking the Lakers tonight. FYI. So you can take a clip or an article from people on ESPN. I'm telling you, the Daily Wager people on ESPN, they are not on the Warriors tonight. FYI. Number 2, there's always massive anxiety whenever the day before your family arrives. My mom is arriving tomorrow. I got to get the whole house ready. I got to run around. I have a million things I got to do to get ready to go today. But today is my second boxing lesson with Madeline. So I'm excited to go get her after school, come home. We get going again. We have a little boxing workout. We get thing. And then we got to set up the house. Mother arrives tomorrow. She lands tomorrow at 1:30 here in Las Vegas for a 4-day stay. Haven't seen my mom in a while since Thanksgiving, I think. That's how I saw him. So looking forward to that. So favorite thing about today is just everything I got to do to get ready, which is going to be a lot to get the house cleaned, get her room set up, get everything else good to go, and then have it so when she arrives tomorrow. She's very nervous about traveling by herself. Normally she's not, but she's getting up there in age now. So she sent me a text this morning and said, for the first time, I'm actually a little nervous about flying alone. I was like, what?
There's a lot of people on a plane, Mama P. You'll be fine.
I was like, what are you worried about? It was like, sit back and relax. Go to sleep. It's a 5-hour nap.
Take a book or go to sleep.
Yeah.
And
I love flying alone.
It's a boom.
Oh. After having Madeline, I love flying alone. It's tremendous. I'm going to worry about a kid running around or, doing something crazy or dumping something out or spilling something.
I flew to Salt Lake. It's only an hour and 10-minute flight. I wanted to sleep on the way up. But Trisha was very interested in the show and a lot of things that we were talking about.
Trisha. Title shot Trisha? What's going on with Trisha? Salt Lake City.
I was on a plane with a bunch of kids going up there to play a soccer tournament from Vegas. And
Oh, nice.
Trisha was going to meet her daughter who had gone with the coach's staff and stuff the night before, drove. So Trisha was by herself, found out that, we do a show, we do
Oh,
all this
wow.
stuff,
Oh, wow.
found out that you were, possibly getting in the ring again.
Oh, God.
I'm just saying, listen,
What are you gonna
I'm one
pimp
of the
me out?
best wingmen of all time. You understand what I've done for people? I'm
All right.
set the whole thing up. Believe me, you're gonna be happy if it comes to fruition.
All
You're
right.
gonna have a nice title shot. I'll be in the corner with my
No,
bald
you will
head,
not.
with the stickers on my
No,
head saying "Go."
No,
That's
you will
it.
not.
Well, no, not
Oh,
for
my.
real. I'm just talking about the training sessions.
Oh,
I'll hold the mitt.
I'm good with the training now, my friend. Day 17 of the hard 75. We're doing well. We're hustling.
Sign us out.
Thank you for watching, guys. Go to bvbshow.com. That's our Discord channel. You guys can chat with us after the show is over each and every single day. Get sponsor opportunities as well from there for Farra, Dave, Matt. Back tomorrow, Wednesday.